Hey everybody, it's Kevin Vidini for Superpower Review. Today we're going to be looking at a really cool Batman statue, so stick around. What's going on everybody? Welcome to another episode of Superpower Review. I'm Kevin Vidini, and today we are going to be doing a review on the DC Collectibles Dark Knight 3 mini statue inspired by Andy Kubert. So let's not waste any more time and let's get right into the box. So here's the box. On the front here we get a nice image of the statue. Looks really nice. This is by DC Collectibles and the DC Designer Series. Nice small little box, and then if you turn to the side we get a full shot of the statue, and it even tells you how big the statue is on the box, which is about 7 inches tall. And then it tells you here that the statue is inspired by the art of Andy Kubert from the Dark Knight 3 Master Race. And then if we go on the back here, the back just shows you other statues that are available by this series. I'm not a huge Superman fan, but I really like this Neil Adams statue here. That's pretty cool. And then on the side here, we get a side profile shot of the statue, which looks really cool. And then you don't really get much on the bottom, but on the top you do have a little Dark Knight Batman logo. So that's pretty much the box. Let's slide this on over, and then now let's get into the statue now. So like the box says, the statue is about 7 inches tall. So he's not that big, he's kind of a small guy. This is a smaller version of the original 12-inch statue, but this one is a lot cheaper. So this statue goes for about $40 to $45. It shouldn't cost you any more than that, but it is a whole lot cheaper than the 12-inch statue, which runs about $300+. So this is a smaller version of that statue. So this is based off Andy Kubert's artwork in the Dark Knight Master Race number 3, which is also pretty much inspired by Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns. So let's start off by looking at the base, and then we'll kind of work our way up. So I'm going to take them off the base. As we can see, Batman has a little peg on his foot, little metal peg, and then the base has a little insert there so he can stay on the base. So I'm going to show you guys a trick here, okay? Just in a few seconds, but here's the base, okay? And then we have a really cool Batman logo on the base in yellow here, a little small logo, and then on the bottom of the base here we see this is limited to 5,000 pieces, and this is 386 out of 5,000. So just a simple base with the Batman logo. And now let me show you guys a certain trick, okay? So when I was thinking about buying this at my local comic book store, I almost didn't buy it because when I was looking at it and messing around with it, the statue seemed top heavy and off balance, and that's because they had it displayed wrong. They had it displayed with the Bat logo in front of Batman, okay? Or they had the Bat logo also to the side of Batman so you could see the Bat logo. And this is not right, this is wrong, okay? So if you do it this way, Batman is going to be top heavy, he's going to be off balance, and you could possibly tip him over easily and break him. So what you want to do is you want to have the Bat logo toward the back like this, and then putting Batman in that square peg like so, okay? So that is the way you want to display this guy, so he can stay nice and sturdy like so. Okay, so let's talk a little more about the statue. The box doesn't tell you what the material is made out of, so I'm going to have to guess that it's like a cold pressed resin or some kind of porcelain. It's not PVC, that's for sure. But the sculpt is really cool on this piece. It's really cool. So obviously it's a Dark Knight Returns, so it's a bigger, bulkier Batman, an older Batman. The sculpt is really cool. The paint applications are really cool. And let's look at the cape real quick. The cape is probably one of my favorite parts about this statue. I really love the sharp ridges on Batman's cape here, and all these ripples, the ripple effects, and how it just kind of drapes over his shoulders. Looks really nice. And then there's also kind of a leather texture to the cape as well, which is a nice little touch for a small statue like this. And then I like the little the ripples in the fabric of his gray costume too, which is a cool, nice touch. So it kind of looks like it's tight on him, and just like a little small movement shows ripples. So it's got a cool ripple effect. His face, there's not a lot of detail in his face. It's just, but it is a nice skin tone face for a Batman. He's got like his like curled lip there. Like he looks mean. And then we got some pretty big, hefty boots, so Batman can stomp on some mutant members in the face, like smash. So really cool. The pose. Let's see if we can get this pose right. Look, let's get a close up of his pose real quick. He's got that curled lip. He's got his fist shaking. Kind of looks like a front leader to a front man to a heavy metal band, like. Or he looks like an old man who doesn't want kids on his front lawn, like, you crazy kids, get off my front lawn. He's got his hand here. He's like holding his cape, which is also a really cool pose as well. So really nice. Can't complain with this statue. So like I said, this statue should run you about $45 to $55. That's how much I got it for. If you see anything more than that, then I wouldn't really go for it. I don't think it's really worth the money, to be quite honest, for a 7-inch statue. So with that being said, guys, let's give it now our full review here. So as tradition here at Superpower Review, I like to give reviews using the CGC grades, and I'm going to give this statue a hard 9.6. Reasoning the 9.6 and not a 9.8 is because I feel like he could be a little bit bigger, okay? Like maybe like an inch bigger. So with that being said, I think a 9.6 is a really good grade for this statue. It's a highly recommended statue, and if you like anything from the Dark Knight series, then you need to get this one. If you love the Dark Knight series where you feel like you can spend an extra $300, then why not go for the 12-inch statue? I know for a fact that the 12-inch statue shows a lot more detail than the 7-inch statue because it's a bigger statue. You can see leather textures in his boots. You can see more of the leather texture in his cape. And then the skin tones on his face look a little bit better as well. So nonetheless, it's a really good piece. If you don't have the room for the 12-inch statue, this one is definitely the one that you want to pick up, especially for the price. So I think that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you felt like this video was had some good information, please give this video a like, and if you want to see more from the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel to see some future videos. That's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.